All right. Good morning. I had to restart my computer. Had everything set up, ready to roll, and yeah. Thing was lagging, so I was like, I can't deal with that. I accidentally left it on all night, and I don't think it enjoys that. So, got to get everything set back up. Let's start with making sure that you guys can hear me. Obviously, you can. So we are going to be trying to get everything set up here. Good morning, Predator. Hopefully this thing's not laggy again because, woo, I don't want to deal with that. We don't want to be dealing with that. Let's pull this down here, get logged into the trading view. Get that set up. Easy peasy. That's the easiest one to put over there. Shrink her down a little bit. So we are going to be kind of being careful today, if you will. It is FOMC after all. We don't want to be doing anything too crazy. I did already take a trade this morning, pre-market, right there at the news. Well, not at the news. I took a trade on the ES. What do we take a trade? Wait, I'm on the wrong account. So we did take a trade on the ES. I'll show it to you guys in a moment once I get the chart correct. I don't really have any levels marked out yet. I need to mark some out, but took a little $416 winner there on the ES. Saw it kind of pushing up and was like, all right, we'll bite. We'll take a stab at it. All right, let's get the 5-minute accounts pulled up. I guess we got about 4 minutes here. I gotta get moving, I guess. I gotta get moving on this stuff. 5 minutes. Which one is it? Not that one. All right, got that one up. Sucks when you already had the stuff up and now it's now I got to pull everything back up again. I guess while I'm doing this, we can go ahead and let's do this, so you guys can check out Mancini's information. While I'm doing this, boom, Mancini's information. Scroll down. I don't really read all that. I just look at this stuff here, kind of like bull case, bear case, that sort of deal. So you guys can check that out while I'm getting all this stuff set up still. Oh, is my camera really not on? What's going on with that? Oh, goodness. There's nothing working today. Hold on. Let me go and plug the camera. Okay. Well, we got the camera on, I guess. We are struggling today. Man. I don't know. Camera might not be exactly right because I did have to unplug it there. All right. We're coming into the open here. I haven't even been able to look at the charts. Feel a bit frazzled. We feel a bit frazzled here. We'll see what happens. All right. Got to get Quan Tower open. Got to get Quan Tower open there for the 15-minute trade. Keep the momentum going, Stuart says. Yeah? We'll try. We're going to be opening up at the highs here. Let's see what Mancini kind of had to say there. 42.05 trigger up. We clipped that. Blah, blah, blah. 42.30 above. Same support supply. So 41.90 support. It's kind of the low of the day there. All right. Market's open. Pushing here. Nasdaq right at the highs right there, 39. ES pushed up into the 24. Kind of pulling back now. And of course, nothing is working over here on Quan Tower. Index was out of range. What? All right, we got to close Quan Tower and try again. Close the Quan Towers and try again. So pulling back here, just trying to see if we can get this market to kind of calm down a little bit, give us a direction. And then we'll look to take an entry here. I mean, but what's kind of the obvious look that we have going on here? I'd say, I mean, if we're kind of in an area where we might break out here. Let's see. ES still pulling back though. Pushing into the highs. Trying to wait until we get the ES and the Nasdaq into in some rhythm here. And some got to get them going together, if you will. That's what I'm saying. In sync is the word. Because Nasdaq's trying to push out to the moon here, and the ES still holding up. So ES still holding up. Nasdaq up to the 40s. ES still trying to push. ES trying to push now. Look for a little pullback here. This is the account that we need $700 or $800 on to get funded. Maybe $9. I don't know exactly. I'll show you guys in a minute. What do we need on this one? 800 and something, like 886. 886. Let's get the Apex set up. I feel frazzled today this morning, so we're going to be patient. Not going to do anything crazy. We are going to be patient. We feel a bit frazzled. So we had to restart the old computer. We had to restart it. Now I'm going to be testing out a strategy today, guys. I don't quite know how I want to do this, though. What should we use? Let me look. Do we just hold on? Oh, goodness, I had to sneeze. Trying to get... So it's kind of watching the WADA here. If this volume pops back in here and the ES gets to moving up, then we may consider a long here, just kind of waiting. Like I said, we did take that $400 winner this morning on the ES on that Topstep account. So anyways, I'm going to be testing out a new strategy today and just trying to decide whether I just want to do it on a practice account or whether I want to do it on one of my other accounts. Have not decided. I mean, I guess we could just start another account, right? It would have to be a Trade Evade account, though, because for whatever reason, the how's it going, JB? Missed yesterday's win on the 5-minute gap. Oh man, it's tough. I mean, I didn't miss the win. I took it. All right, I'm gonna take a long here, guys. Strike rate on that is what in the world? Anyway, strike rate on that is sitting right at 50%. I was going to take a long there, but for whatever reason, my ATM strategy wouldn't set up, so it didn't let me do it. I think we were at 51 or 50 going into yesterday. We're still right at 50. I have to look at it to get the exact numbers for you, but it's right at 50%, somewhere in there. So somewhere in the 50% range. All right, here we go. ES starting to push. Now we're going to take the long. Where could we go to here? Let's just kind of look at the pivot point up here at the 58 area. Just have to be aware of that pivot. See if we can't get through there. See if we can't get through that pivot. Just kind of watching the water here. See some sellers popping in. They're not over the explosion line yet. The ES is still trying to push. Now the seller's popping over the explosion line. ES is pulling back. Might get stopped out here. All right, stopped out there. 10 points. So ES kind of acted like it wanted to break out right there, and then it just couldn't go. Want to see these buyers pop in here on the WADA, get us going in the right direction. There we go. Let's see here. ES still not breaking out here. It's still just kind of pulling back, kind of getting some consolidation going. I do think it probably pops to the upside. Watching the 3-minute chart here to see if we can just, once it gets going here, we might take a long on the ES as well once it gets going there. I think I'll use an evaluation account for the the strategy I'll be using today. It's going to be just a 1-to-1 risk reward with a single contract. Not going to go into great detail as to what it is, but you guys can see it as we're doing it there. See it as we're doing it. Do it on a trade of 8. So we're starting to get this push here. I did jump back in long here. See if we can get this push through the 50s. Want to see this volume just pop right through here. Let's get right up to that pivot there at least. We'll try to lock in some at that pivot if we can get it. Already got the stop at break even. Can't lose here. Might get stopped out though. Can't lose, but like to see it go. Oh, well, stopped out for break even there. I probably won't try too many more entries here. I don't want to be too crazy here. Actually, you know what, though? ES is kind of looking like she wants to break out here. All right, I'm going to jump in long on the ES here. Small risk. It's looking for 5 handles. Let's get it through that high day there. Small risk here on the ES. We're already up on the ES. Got some profit going on, so see if we can't get a push through there. Just one contract here. Kind of looking like she wants to go. Nasdaq pushing into the highs here as well. ES not going yet. I mean, it's trying. She wants to go. We'll pull it down here so y'all can see. So kind of risking, I don't know, 4 handles here, $200. 4 or 5 handles, $250 if we can get a push. She kind of broke out of this 3-minute chart here. She kind of broke out here. Looked like she wanted to break out, so that's why I entered long. You know me, I don't have the patience to hold it a long time here on the ES, so if she didn't go quickly here, we'll be taking it off. Nasdaq pushing again. Jumped in long on the Nasdaq once again. We're going to try to get this push through that pivot right there. See the pivot up here, 58. So I want to at least touch this pivot. Really want it to get through there. Want to see it push up into the 70s possible. Approaching the pivot now. So right there at the pivot right now, we are long over here as well. Trying to get that 70 area if we can. Being aware of the pivot though. I'm about to move my stop up to break even here. Can't lose. Can't lose on it, but we want to see this thing push right on through there. Up $2,000 on that trade right now. See if we can't get it. WADA looking good for this push so far. We'll just watch both at the same time here. Come on. You know you want it. Get through there. WADA looking good. Gotta go here. I'm going to move my stop up on the ES here. I don't want to give anything back. We'll lock in $30 or whatever it is. Not much. So if it comes back on us, can't lose. But we want to see the NAS get through the 70 area here and get going. It's right through there. I'm going to move my stop on up to lock in right at the bottom of that candle there. Stopped out on the ES there, as you guys can see. Basically break even. Probably didn't give it quite enough room like I should have. This thing wants the 70s, and we got above the pivot there. I mean, it seems like it wants the 70s, right? Seems like it wants the 70s. Let's get this push going. Can't lose. Trail the stop up a little higher here. Probably going to get stopped out. In fact, you know what? Let's move this up a little. Well, it's not going to matter. So locking in $1,900 here. Can't lose on it. Like to see a quick push on up, though. Stopped out there. That's all right. So got back that $1,000 loser we had earlier. And locking in $1,900 there, so up $900 now. Up 437 on the ES there. It did pop up there. We probably, I probably could have just moved my stop to the bottom of that last green candle. Would have probably been the most logical spot, 1650, and just let it go for that high a day there. Most likely we'll make it through there. Most likely. But that's what we do sometimes. We don't always wait like we should or be. Oh, guys, I wasn't even paying attention. It's 9:45. Let's get this. All right, let's get the high and low marked out here. It is 9:45. I wasn't even looking. So we're going to be looking for the 15 minutes trade here. Let's go ahead and get this quant chart moved over. And let's put it up here. Well, see if we get tagged in here. All right, tagged in long on the 15-minute strategy here. So from 70, we want to see 90. So we want to see that area, that line kind of touched, and then we'll lock in, 80. This is Wednesday's 15-minute, 5-minute, or 15-minute opening range gap strategy here. Opening range. So we want to see this. We want to see the volume just continue to build here on the WADA and take us to where we need. If you're unfamiliar with the strategy, basically we're risking 2.5 to 1 risk to reward here, risking 15 for a potential 38. And we'll lock in 10 handles once we reach 20. If we reach 20. Sellers popping in here. Strategy did lose yesterday. It lost Tuesday, won on Monday. Monday, I think we locked in 20. Lost 15 on Tuesday. So let's see what happens today. A win would be nice. You don't always get what you ask for, though. So we'll see what happens. I do think if we break above 75 here, we should get a nice push into 90. Just kind of watching the WADA here. I might take the entry over here on another account as well if the volume pops in. Over here on the WADA. So far it hasn't. But if it does, we may do it. All right, there comes the volume. We're going to take it over here as well. What in the world is going on here? Oh, my goodness. I don't have the ATM strategy set up, apparently, so. So we made like $10. All right, now we got it. Now we got it set up. All right. Well, good thing we didn't enter that then, or we didn't hold it because it's pulling back now. 15-minute hasn't closed. Is it not 9:45? Oh, you're talking about the trade? Nah, it's right here. Still on. I was like, wait a second. Now look at the clock wrong. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. If you're not yet subscribed, you know what to do. Press the subscribe button. Yeah, I know it hasn't closed. I was just thinking I could. I kind of like the way it looks. ES did push through the highs there, so I was trying to watch the WADA and see. I was thinking of taking an entry, but on another account over here. But now I'm not so sure. ES pushed up to the 28s there. So had we held that long over there on the ES, would have worked out, but we didn't hold it. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Still up $400 on it. Not going to complain. It's fine. Back to the entry here on the 15 minutes. Kind of just want to see this volume pop right through here. We are making, this is the high of day, so who knows what could happen. ES also at the high of day, so any weakness in the ES here is going to probably bring us down. Holding the 15-minute range so far, though. Not loving the look of the buyers or the sellers here. We really want to see this trail down, and let's get the buyers to start building. You can see the explosion line kind of moving below the dead man here. That's not a good look either. Tells you some momentums. We're losing the momentums. We need the momentums back to get this push. She wants 600. She wants it. Well, 608 specifically. Or maybe I just want it. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. Don't know. One or the other, I guess. One or the other. All right, starting to push here. Not really on any buy volume, which is interesting. That means that the buy volume does pop in. We should go quickly. If the buyers pop in here, we should make a quick move into that 90. There comes the buyers, or at least some. We need more. What is that? What is that? I don't know what that saying is. More energy, more, I don't know what it is. More passion. More energy, more passion. If you guys know what I'm talking about. So he popped above the 80 there for just a moment. Now the sellers are popping in here. Don't like the look of that. ES pulling back to the 25s. Got to get the ES up to maybe that 30 area to kind of get us going here. If we can tap that 30. What did Mancini say was up next here? He said 05, blah, blah, blah. 30's up next. Yeah, almost at 30 to be honest. 24s right now. Yeah, not looking great here. Not looking great. But we're going to follow the good old rules. Leave it alone. See what happens. We'll let it do its thing. If it stops us, it stops us. No big deal. No big deal. We need to push up. You always got to ask for the right direction, right? You can't just say push. Could be push down, but we want push up. We want it to push up. Let's go higher. Everybody say it with me. Give us the 608s. Directly. We don't want you to go down and then give us the 608s. We want you to go straight to the 608s. Just in a straight line. Straight line. Let's go. Straight up. That's all we ask. It's not too much to ask. Give us the 90 to at least lock in some gains. At least lock in some gains at the 90. We want more, but, we'll take the 90. We're not going to be super greedy. Not going to be super greedy here. I do kind of like this 15-minute strategy because it's just kind of stress-free, carefree. I don't want to say carefree, but you know what I mean. Like, it's pretty quick. I'm not sitting here holding this for hours like I am sometimes in the 5-minute. Where you're just like, man, just either kill me or give me my profit. The 15 minutes usually pretty quick. 4 or 5 minutes, and you're either going to get your profit or you're not. So, although I guess we've been in this one for a little minute here. Let's see, what time is it? 55, I don't know. 7, 8 minutes. She's struggling to go. I don't like the look of the wicks here on the 1-minute chart. On the tops of the candles there. ES is still trying to push up into the 26s here. Like I said, really got to get the ES up into the 30. Get it above 30 here, and I think we can at least lock in the 10. If we can get the ES going above 30. Got to get it right back through that high a day there. Hanging out at the 26s right now. Got some sellers popping through here. Need those sellers to just give it up. Let the bulls be in control, at least for now. We want the bulls to be in control for now. We'll tell you the other things we want later. Maybe we want the bears to be in control then, but not now. Uh-oh. Stopped out there. Stopped out there. No bueno. All right, well, that one didn't work today. I don't think I've showed you guys the P&L for this account lately. I'm going to move it slowly here so maybe it doesn't mess things up. So the account balance is $154,468. So we still are in the green on this account quite a bit. Obviously we just lost $600 there. But I think we got like 2,500 in drawdown left. So the strategy really, we're gonna have to hit some $1,500 days here soon in order to not have to kind of start over, if you will. We don't want to be starting over. All right, so we are going to be trying something, like I said, kind of new here. And I don't want you guys to ask a lot of questions about it because I'm new at it. So you're going to see me struggle probably with it. We probably will struggle. But we'll try to do our best to explain it if we can. So we're going to use an APEX, a fresh APEX eval. Why not? May as well. We're only going to be taking one contract here. And in fact, I'm going to eliminate some stuff. I don't want to have too much stuff open on my charts here. Let's get some stuff eliminated that we're not using. I do want to take one trade to try to get that $700-800 on the Rincos over here, but right now we'll wait. Try to find a better spot. A better spot for that. So there will be quite a bit of entries on this here. And I'm not very good at it, so let's not, let's keep the questions to a minimum on it just because, like I said, I'm not great at it myself, so. Uh, 61. It's not 11. But there will be action. Some good, some bad. 61. I'll be doing math in my head here. And, you guys know how that goes for me. Doing math in the head's no bueno. Whoa. Was there news at 10? There must have been. I didn't realize there was news at 10. What in the world? Well, that was kind of dirty. I didn't realize there was news at 10. I guess I should have looked at that. I lost $475 on that. I wouldn't have entered that trade. I'd have known that. I guess we are right at a pivot, too. I didn't even see that. Look at me making mistakes already. I mean, where was my stop at there? That really cost me quite a bit because my stop was right there, 61, and it stopped me out at 74. Forgot. Didn't check the news. So while we're thinking about that, let's just check. I know this FOMC day. I really didn't think about the other stuff. So 10 a.m. news, apparently. We messed up on that. Let's see what else there is in there. Is there any other news? News. I don't think there is. Our mistake. I guess it really could have went either way, right? They could have given us our profit. Really could have just went either way. So fortunate, it just went the wrong way. The wrong way for us, anyway. All right. All righty. That was no bueno. No bueno, guys. But now we're pushing. Trying to get the microphone set here. ES up to the 34s there on that news. ES up to the 34. Just kind of watching. Just kind of putting a lower high there, higher low. Yeah, with this strategy, you really got to pay attention here. Just kind of watching. Let's see. So we push back up into kind of the 67 area. We'll take a short. I kind of missed the entry there, but. All right, I didn't get that move down quick enough. Probably need to adjust the move. Let's adjust this a little bit, just in case we get those kind of lightsabers that are quicker than we are. We're going to have to chop our way back on this here. All right, so let's watch this here. Right into the VWAP, or I guess this is only 15-second chart. All right, short here. $16, so we're risking 16 handles. What would it be? 16, 53, 43, like 37, I think. Just taking a 1-to-1 here. Should be able to hit this one. Come on. Trying to tease us here. Come on. Come on. There we go. So basically, this is kind of like a market structure strategy. I don't understand it completely yet, so, you know. JX, good morning. Down for the day was up, but of course, had to take that additional trade. Hey, I feel your pain. I feel your pain, JX. I do it all the time. We do it all the time. So I'm on a 15-second chart here, guys. All I'm doing is looking for just some market structure shifts, you know, and we're just taking the kind of 50% retracement back up into that same leg using a 1-to-1 risk to reward. And it's going to be a lot of trades, right, on a smaller time frame like this. So your stop goes at the high of the previous swing. So like for here, if this pushed back up, so you would you could put the fib on, you could just do it. You could just look at it yourself. But if you put the fib on this one, for example, you would take the short right at that 50 level if you got it, which we just did. I didn't take it. And then you would put your stop at the top of the previous swing. Just the 1-to-1 risk to reward. Did I get free blow? Free blow? What is this? So just a 1-to-1 risk to reward here. Come on. All right, I'm going to take that off there. My take profit was a little shorter than that. No free blow. So this is all you do on this strategy, and it's a lot of trades over and over and over. It has pretty high win rate, but I'd like to tighten up the risk to reward a little bit if I could. But so we're now at 3 winners, 1 loser. You see that news there. I didn't know there was news. That was stupid on my part. Took an entry there. But you can do this over and over and over, you know, throughout the day. So I figure I kind of mess around with this a little bit today since it's FOMC. We are doing it on an APEX evaluation, so if we do well, hey, we're up $100. We should walk away, right? $100, walk away. Let's walk away. So I miss another one here. This would be, so then you'd put your, you'd put your fib here. This move down. You could take the short at the 50% level again. Again, put your stop at the top, 1-to-1. And you just continue doing this over and over and over. I missed this one. Don't know that I want to take it now. I guess we could. What do we got? 51. I'm going to take it now because this is short risk. It's risking 5 handles here. So once we get to 100 in profit, I could take it. So we take it off right there for 100. 1-to-1 risk to reward. Yeah. These time frames are a tad too much for my sanity. Trades for a couple of years. For 18 hours a day, result was inspiration for Gollum of the Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Yeah, this is a play on that strategy from Dave Teaches FX. I was kind of watching it. I saw Cammy using it a couple of days ago, and I was intrigued by it, so I figured I'd take a look at it. I kind of like it, actually. I mean, it's in and out, quick, down and dirty, easy to read. So, for example, now we've breached this swing high, right? So now we want to see a lower or a higher low, and then we put in a higher high, and then we'll start looking for a retracement for a long. So there's no bias here. You're just simply looking at swings. Sometimes they're harder to see than others. So we have a higher high, a higher low, now a higher high. So we would be looking for a retracement into the 50% level or somewhere in there, into the golden zone on this level to take a long. I don't have the Fibonacci set up correctly yet. So actually I missed that entry right there. You can see where we pulled back here. That was your entry. I missed it. I'm not great at this yet, so I do miss some of these. So that's your higher high now. I should adjust this Fibonacci to only show the levels that I need to see, but so maybe at 54 you might could take a long. Stop would be down at the 42s. I don't like the risk to reward on that. I really want to keep it below 10 handles. Actually, that's pretty close, though. That's pretty close. And I think he says you can take it at the 30% if you wanted to, so you could have took the entry there, but the risk to reward's a little. Canadian futures trader. No, never watched him, JX. Never heard of him, actually. No charts. He just trades the DOM. Wow. That'd be some insanity right there. I don't think I could do that. Still looking for the 5-minute trade as well, guys. Not ignoring that. I'm still looking for that. I really want to see a deeper retracement here. If we retrace down into the 50% level, I might take the long here, but you can see this would already be the next leg up. Got in on this one a little late, but it's only 5 handles and a risk here, but we'll see if we can get the full profit. All right. I'll just take it there. Just take scalps. No charts. I don't know that I can do that. I can barely do this. Just kind of scalping our way along right here. Had a nice setup on the Rincos here. I didn't even see it. So we got a higher high here. We want to see a lower low or a higher low if we're going to continue this pattern. Full size. Woo. Some people got it like that. I don't. So technically this would be an entry. I'm not going to take it. Actually, it's not very much risk. Would have got stopped right there on that. Actually, I think my stop should have been right here. That's where my stop would have been now that I'm looking at that. I looked at it wrong. Because this is the leg that made the higher high, yeah. So then the previous swing low should be right there. So that would have been a good trade to take. They're very low risk. If I would have got in right there at the 63, stopped down at the 57s, 5 handles, would have already hit the take profit. Got to get better at this. It's hard to recognize. Sometimes it's hard to see, right? When you're doing something new and you're watching someone do it or you see them outline it on their charts, it's easier to see it when someone's doing it, but when you're trying to find it yourself, it makes it a little more difficult. So now we have a higher low, or actually, yeah, barely. Higher low, higher high, so then we would want to get a retracement. See, I'm not great at it. So right in that 50% zone, I would like to take it at. Somewhere in there. Stop's going to go there. So we're risking 9 here. 4, 9, 10, whatever. Oh, wait. Did I take this the wrong way? Did I accidentally take a short? I did, didn't I? What in the world? I was supposed to take a long. I took a short. I took a short. That was dumb. All right, let's take the long like we were supposed to. I don't know what I was thinking there. I accidentally hit the wrong button. So risking 9, same kind of setup. Risking 9 for 10 here. $60, well, risking actually 8. So this is supposed to be at 77. I don't want to do anything wrong, so I'm going to put it right where it needs to be. So risking 8 here. Yeah, hindsight definitely helps. There we go. Scalping our way along. I'm keeping up with the wins and losses, guys. It's 6 winners, 1 loser. And the loser I can kind of blame on myself because I took it right at news. Anybody know how to take the Fibonacci? Because I don't know why it keeps. So when I go in here and I select the ones that I just want to see, it still puts them every time I put a new one on there. So I only want to see the 30, the 50, and the 70. I hit apply, hit save. And then when I put it on there, it still shows me all of them. And it only changes it on the one I already got on the chart. So this would have been another entry here that I missed, and that would have banged. Pulled back to the 50, boom. Yeah, supposedly it wins at a 71% rate at a 1-to-1. You can obviously scale it up. You can take it to 1.5 to 1, something like that if you wanted to. I'm just testing it here, so we're going to see how it ends up. Obviously, we started the day off in a hole, $400 and whatever dollars. Started the day off in a hole. So the idea is if we're in an uptrend, you take longs. You try to look for the longs, right? If you're in a downtrend, you look for the shorts. So, it's just over and over and over, right? So if we pull back here, 82. I missed this one, actually. This was an entry as well. I missed that right there. So actually this is probably no good. Let's take this off. So we probably should be looking at this leg. And then your stop would be still down here. That would have been your entry right there on that little pullback. These things happen so fast, it's hard to, I'm going to miss. You're going to miss a bunch of them, right? You're going to miss a bunch. This is how it is. That's how it is. So we're up $396 on it right now. So this would have been your next little leg. You could have put the fib on there. I don't know. I'm a little iffy here at the highs. So we're going to wait. We can see the stats here so far. 8 trades. It says 2 losers, but you got to remember that one I accidentally entered short on. That's one of those losers is in there. Average loser 270, average winner 160. That's because of that blast up on the news there. We should be up like $800. We should be up like $800 if we hadn't traded right there at the news. Man, Nasdaq's just going to the moon today. All right, we might get looks like we might have a gap here on the 5-minute. We might have a gap on the 5-minute here. We might just have one. Let's make sure we're on the right accounts. I'm looking away right now, guys, from that. So if something happens, if there's a trade, I'm just not taking it. But I don't know that I love this, but hey, we're going to take it. We're going to take it. So we'd be getting along. Let's figure it up. 73. So we get along at 573. Stop's going to be 530. So what is that? 43 points. So let's get the ATM strategy set up here because it looks like it's going to be. So 43 times 2. 86 times 4. 344 take profit. So shooting for a little less than yesterday. 344, 172 stop. What in the heck? 344 times 0.75. 258 ticks would be the break even. This thing's to the moon. I don't know if I love it, but I'm going to have to take it. Hit the pivot there. Hit the pivot. 627. Where do we open up at today? We didn't even open. I guess it gave us the 608s, but stopped us out before it went. You can use this strategy on the 1 minute, 5 minute, whatever. Whichever chart you want to use. Any time frame. So we got about less than a minute left here, guys, on this strategy here. So I guess we'll go ahead and put our order. Stop's going to be at 529.50. Take profits 659.50. Oops, can't do it like that. All right, where do we say that take profit is? 659.50. I don't like when it pushes like into the target. Like I've had that happen a couple times though, and then I'm like, I don't like it, and then it's like one of the fastest paying trades ever. So let's just see here. So if you guys are unfamiliar, I forgot to stop recording from that 15-minute strategy. I'm trying to record the 15-minute ones and just play those in my review video instead of having to go through and do it. Can't really do it with the 5-minute because it takes so long for that trade to play out, but we can do it with the 15-minute. We'll have to cut that up a little bit. So I'm not looking to take a trade here. I want to wait. Let's kind of go back and look though. So that would have been an entry, push up, another little pullback. I don't know if that would have hit the 30% or not. Yeah, I guess it did. Actually hit the 50%. So that would have been an entry and would have paid. Then you kind of look for the same thing down here. We just kind of zoom in nice and tight. So we got a lower high here. So now we'd want to see a lower low. That would be a low. And then on a little pushback up here, we could take a short. I don't know if I love it. Holy cow. So 4 handles. All right. Well, it's one we didn't love anyway, but we took it. Small risk. Actually, let's see here. Was that? So technically that was a lower low. I'm trying to look. Okay, so this was the leg that made the lower low. So actually my stop was supposed to be at the high. Yeah, because this was the leg that made the low. That's my mistake. I put the stop in the wrong spot. Stop's supposed to be at the high here. Because this leg made the low that was broken. Yep, that's my mistake. So we need to mark that one and circle it. Still learning, guys. Still learning. So we got to push back up into the 32. Stop would go at 37. That'd be a reasonable risk. Just going to start putting them on. This will make it a little easier for me to keep up with. So that's just 5 handles. So at 27.75. And if it breaks this low, then the trade becomes invalid. Tagged in there. This is the leg that made the low, that broke this low. So that is where the stop is supposed to be. I'm just trying to talk myself through it, make sure I'm thinking correctly. Now we are in an uptrend, so usually when you're in an uptrend, these trades are a little more, to take a short is a little more risky, but we're going to do it anyway. Just looking for 5 points here. It's not like it's, 20 points, 40 points, whatever. Come on, you dirty dog. Don't be teasing me right there like that. Don't be teasing me like that. Nah. Look at this thing trying to tease me. Give me what I need. Yes, it's still looking a little bullish here. Oh, goodness. Should I just take this off? All right, that was a loser. A legitimate loser. Now we'd be back to looking for longs. That's what I said earlier. If you heard what I said, you're you would be looking for, so this is the leg that made the high. So now you would be looking for a long here. Kind of watching. I don't know if I like the way it looks. Small risk here, so we'll take it. Stop goes there. What are we risking? 6. So it's 37.25 should be our take profit. There's another loser. So we had a higher high and then a lower low. So we'd be taking it again. $31 to $40. I guess that's still just 9. So we'll see if we get tagged in here. Again, if it breaks the low, then it invalidates the trade, obviously. And I'm going for I want to see less than 10 handles of risk. I want to risk less than, $200 or less, really. That's what we want to risk. Less than $200. $200 or less. So far, 11 trades, 6 winners, 4 losers, but one of the losers, actually, 2 of the losers are really on me. All right, we're tagged in there. Let's see what happens. Let's just see. At least we're getting some action, right? At least we're taking some entries here. Yes, trying to push here. Don't love the look of that, to be honest. But it's not like we're looking for huge points here. We're just looking for a little pullback. Little pullback here. I guess technically I'm supposed to stop. Supposed to be a point higher here, or they take profit. What is it? 20. We're risking 8.5. No, that's 8.5. This is 9. I think that's right. Is that 9.5? 23.50 is 8.5. Yeah. No, is that right? 6.5, 7.5. No, it is 22.50. I don't know. Is my math wrong here? 8.5. 31 to 30. 21's 10. So 22. Yeah, there we go. I mean, at the end of the day, it may not matter, but want to keep it at the 1-to-1. Want to keep it right. Come on, give it to me. Come on, give it to me. Come on. Oh, you got to be kidding me. One ticking me? What are you doing here? There we go. That one put us through some stuff, but we got it. Now, that was not a lower low, right? Nope. Exact low, so this wouldn't be another entry. If it made a lower low, you'd take another entry here. It's an exact low double bottom. Little double bottom action. So we're up $264. Nothing. I mean, certainly nothing like crazy, right? Not tagged in on the 5-minute. If we get tagged in, I will bring it down and show it to you guys. But I'll show you that we are. This is the setup for the 5-minute. So you see there's the gap. So we're getting long at 73, stop at 29, which is the bottom of that candle there. Take profit 659. So that's the setup for the 5-minute there. It's where your stop should be and your entry. I don't know if I love it And we're going to take if this thing does not, we'll adjust the rules slightly today for the FOMC. We'll adjust the rules slightly. So now we made a higher high. So we got, I don't know. Is this a higher low? It's an equal low. I don't quite know the rules there. So if this was a higher low, and then we made a lower low and a higher high. Let's think about it. So if this was a lower low and a higher high, you'd want it to be swept in one direction or the other. So wait. Lower low, higher high. And then it would be, this probably would have been a long setup. I didn't take it, obviously, but if we'll see, let's take a look at it. So this would have been where your fib would have went. 50% level. It didn't quite make it there. Like I said, it doesn't have to make it to the 50%. That's just me. That's 30, stops at 21. Still been right there in that 10-point range. So long from 30, you would have banged 10 handles right there, easy. So now another higher high here. So stop here, higher high, this pullback. Somewhere in this middle zone, you'd take a long. Stop would go right here at this swing low. Might take it here. Am I right? Is that right? Yeah. Well, no, wait. Yeah, that would have been it. Some volatility here. So now you'd be looking for a short. This thing is just all over the place. I'm aggressive, but woo. This thing is all over the place. I'm just thinking out loud on these entries, guys. If you haven't already, hit that like button for me. If you're not yet subscribed, you know what to do. Let's see where we're at on the subscribers. We need to gain some subscribers today, guys. We fell short yesterday of the goal. The goal was 5. We only gained 4. That's it. We haven't gained any yet today. So if you are watching and you're not yet subscribed, help me out. And if you're interested in trading futures, we got the 90% coupon codes for Bulenox as well as APEX down in the description, also up there in the banner as well. I don't know if I love the short here, to be honest. If we get a low risk entry here, 5 handles or less, we may take it. So I'll take it right there. It's risking 5 handles here. As I don't love the short here. I don't love the short, but we're going to take it. So we're kind of, we're trending up. The shorts have been much more tougher to come by than the longs. I don't know if you've noticed that. Longs are going straight to the profits. Shorts are kind of putting you through some stuff, so. All right, that one worked. 1-to-1 paid the bills. 1-to-1 paid the bills. So far, we got 8 winners, 4 losers. So I don't know what that is. 8 out of 12. Is that running at like a 70%? 12, 8 divided by 12. 67% so far. And one of those was my fault, so I really shouldn't even count it, but we're going to count it anyway. 67% so far. Profit is $361. But again, we got that one loser from earlier that really shouldn't count towards the profits there. But so we started off down $480 basically. The nice thing about this strategy is it's relatively mechanical, right? You find the setup and you take it. You find the setup and you take it. So this is another one, right? Well, the oddity in this one is it should be a lower low. It's not put one in yet. Is that right? Lower high, higher low so far. So we wouldn't take another entry until it breached this low or this high. Would be our next entry, I guess. Then we'd be looking for a retracement. Well, if it breaches the high here, then we'd be looking for a retracement for a move up. If it breaches the low, it would just continue lower. I think you probably could take a second entry in here if you wanted to, but we're not going to do it because ideally you'd think that it's going to at least come for this low here, right? Continue lower. Like I said, I don't have as much faith in the shorts right now as we do in the longs, so. But we are kind of at the top here. The perceived top. The perceived top. So up $361. What have we taken today? We took a $900 winner. We're up $900 on one Topstep account. We're up $437 on another. And the 15-minute strategy, we're down $600. And then we're up $361 right here. So green today. Just try to be careful today, guys. Don't want to do anything too crazy. Don't want to do anything too crazy here. I don't like the look of this. I'm like, this is still kind of just in this area. We haven't made that next leg down yet. So we kind of need this, if it's going to continue, you want to see the next leg down. Then you would enter here for that continued leg down. But as you can see, it didn't do that. That's what I was worried about right there. So now it made a leg up. So if you were looking for the long, you take your fib and put it there, the golden area, 30%, somewhere right in here. Would be your long setup. Stop have to be down here at this swing low though, 30s. So I'd want it to get down to the 37s there for me. You can see it already made it through the high there, so that invalidates that. So you'd have to throw your fib on now. Once again. See, that sometimes it'll just trade back to that 30% zone. Sometimes that's as far as it'll go. And you just target a 1-to-1. I don't want my risk to be that high, so that's why I'm not taking those. I want it to be a little less. I want it to be, let's keep it around 10 if we can. But you can see this is scalable. I mean, like I said, it runs around 70%. We're at 67% this morning. That's even with me taking an entry that didn't make sense. And then also took a loser at the news. And I'm counting those in my stats. So you can see the stats right here, 61%, 38% loser. Now, I'm not counting this one loser that I had that was $20 where I accidentally entered the wrong direction. Okay, that's included in this percentage. So this one shows 8 wins, 5 losses. It should be 8 wins, 4 losses. So you'd have a little higher high here. Let's see here. See, this is where I struggle a little bit because I don't know, should my stop go here? I think it should go at the previous swing lows. I think it has to go down here at the 30s. think there should be some level of using common sense here too. Like, you know, we're at the highs. Let's just wait. All right, so now this thing is making a, so we broke the swing low that we had here. So maybe a pop back up into the 38. Stop has to go at the 49. That's a little bit wide for me. So I'm not going to take it. I don't want to risk that much. A little wide for me there. Plus, we are in an uptrend. I don't want to have a super wide loss, you know, a loss. I don't have my risk further than I want it to be, considering we're in an uptrend. I'm looking to take a short, right? Again, this would be 13 handles of risk if it touched the 50. The only way I'd take this one is if it maybe got me within 10 handles of risk. Then we might enter. Let's clean some of this up. Clean some of it up. Clean her up. Clean her up. So we're getting a little pushback up here. I want to see some, you know, I kind of want to see a little push up, make a new low, and then I can look for a short with a shorter risk here. It's kind of what I'm thinking. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Once again, if we get to 1,000, when we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be giving away this tumbler here. This tumbler is valued at $45. From 45 to 1 billion. Somewhere in there. Somewhere in that range. I'm not sure where. Not sure where it falls, but somewhere in that range. So I was trying to watch from the next setup here. I mean, I guess technically, I mean, we had a couple of small ones I could have taken, but I'm looking for something that makes a little more sense here. I guess this would have been a little pushback. I mean, you could literally put the fib on these if you wanted to, but problem with this pushback up, I don't know where I put my stop. I don't put it at the high day. I mean, would this area be decent enough to put the stop? I don't know. I mean, that's technically a swing high, right? I think you have to put it at the top of the one that broke the previous swing low. So I think it would have to go up here. So in this case, I think it probably only came back to that 30%. I don't even think yeah, it did come to the 30% right there. That's actually 40%. I actually almost made it to the 50 there. So if it makes a new low here, then we'll look for, we can measure that leg. And that would be smaller risk. So if it makes a lower low, this would be the leg that we can measure and get a smaller risk trade on. Smaller risk trade. So we'll see here if we make a lower low. See if it makes a lower low. See if we can make a lower low here. And then, like I said, that will be the leg that we measure. And maybe take an entry on. I am using a 15-second chart here. You can use a 15, a 30-second, a 1 minute. It's really just whatever you're comfortable with. So just waiting. Oh, I guess somehow I moved that. So we're up $361. Can't complain. Oh, let's see if we can adjust this camera. See if we can adjust this camera a little bit. Oh man, I had to unplug it earlier this morning. My computer was acting weird when I first got on. It was like super glitchy, slow, and I'm like, "What is going on with you today?" So I had to reset it. We had to reset the computer there. So just waiting to see if this thing makes a lower low or not. And we'll measure that and see. We are just below the pivot here. So we kind of want to see it break this 14 area. Struggling to do so right now. It's kind of consolidating. So you can see even on the 10-second chart here, you got entries that you could have. If it breaks that swing high there at 29, then you'll be looking for longs. Obviously, we're still in an uptrend. On the 5-minute chart there. Still in an uptrend, so while you can take the shorts, they are a bit more dangerous. Or a bit more, I don't know if it's dangerous is the word. All right, so this did breach this high, just barely, but you could start looking for a long on this leg here. So if we trade back into this 23 area, possible. Stop down at the, let me try it. I'm going to put my order here. Stop at the 16. So what are we risking here? 7. So take profit directly at the 30. So risking 7 here for 7. Yeah, 7 for 7. I mean, obviously, if it breaks the swing high there at 30 before we get tagged in, then we take this order off. All right, we're tagged in here. Let's see what happens. That's the thing about this strategy. There's no real bias, right? You're just taking the market structure swings that it gives you. So, I mean, this was a higher high, but I mean, only what, 2 ticks higher. So, don't know if that necessarily matters. It's still a higher high, right? Yeah, still a higher high there. We're going to need to make it for it to make its way back up there. Or not, whatever it chooses to do. Not looking good right now. Let's get the pen out ready to mark down our... is this supposed to go? I'm looking. I was like, is it supposed to go here? Because that's the higher low. Is this technically the beginning of the leg that made the higher high? I think my stop was supposed to go here, now that I'm looking at it. Because that's the previous swing. Yep. I made another mistake. Now let's see if our target would have been hit. 30 exactly. Because this is the higher low. So this is the last low that was put in. This is the lower low. So that's technically where the stop's supposed to be. Which actually would mean that our target, 1625, 1475, it would have been 2.5 points higher. So 32, 32.50. I don't know. I'm just curious if it would hit it. Might have just stopped us out for more, so maybe we just saved money. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. So up 223 now. Giving a little back there. Still within our risk to reward, though. So now I'm not even paying attention. I should have been looking here. So now that... $30. Yeah, I don't like how this is not... I mean, like it made a lower low here. I guess technically we'll take it. 20 to 30. I took the entry here way too late. Should have probably gotten a better entry, a little better risk to reward had I got taken it up here. Might would have made a little more sense. I'm struggling with whether it should be here or whether the stop should be here. A little bit. That's the last swing high, so I think it should probably be there. I want to see the sellers pop through here, push this thing down to the 10s. Just kind of watching the WADA there right now. No real sellers to speak of. All right, just ran our stop once again. Just watching here, guys. Trying to see if we get another entry long. Just crossed over the 11 o'clock hour. Still not tagged in on the 5-minute chart. Like I said, I don't really want to risk more than 10 handles here. So this is kind of the 24 area that we'll need for us to get tagged in. Got to make a comeback to the 24s to get us. I do think I'm missing these like smaller ones, right? Because I think this is a 3-candle setup here: higher high, lower low, higher high, pull back. So I could have measured from there to there and took an entry. I'm kind of missing the smaller ones because I'm not. Let's see here. So in this case, I think 27 to 34 is what, 7? Something like that. The only thing is I'm not 100% sure if this is where my stop should be, but that's where we're putting it. I think that's where it's supposed to be. I think so. All right, we should be able to get this one. Should be able to. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. We appreciate it. Up $157, guys. We can retire. It's over. We can retire now. Completely joking. All right, here's the next one. I mean, that's the thing. These things just come and come and come, right? Just boom, boom, boom. Let's put the stop where it needs to be, right there. Where's the take profit? 32 to 37 is 5, 42, 42.75. So risking 5 here. Or is that right? 5.25. Or actually, a little over 5. So we need to... This needs to be at 43. Is that right? I think it needs to be at 43. See, I've been missing these smaller ones. I think I need to pay a little more attention here and be able to take the smaller ones as well. The ones where the risk is lower. 5 handles at a time. Might get stopped. Stopped out. Clean some of these up right quick. Remove all. Perfect. Should be another 5-handle one here, I think. 29.75. That should be 5, right? I think so. Yeah, if we can get it. Not really. One tick me. It's going to one tick me there, guys. I'm trying to pay super close attention here, guys, because there's so many entries, and I think I'm missing these smaller ones. I think I'm looking more for the longer ones, and I think it's causing me to miss smaller ones. Smaller setups that are less risk. So like here, that's a swing high, right? We made a lower low. Now we just broke that swing high right there. So this, if we get a pullback here, that would be a long. That would be a long. Let's see, stop is to be at the 29, so I'm trying to keep that in mind here. And I could just be doing this totally wrong. I don't know. I mean, this is what I think is right. I kind of wanted to get it a little deeper there. If it breaks the high, then we'll take it off. We're not going to take it if it breaks the high. All right, so it broke the high, so we'll take that off. You can take it at the 30, right? I mean, 35 stops at the 29. 6 handles, so 41 would be your take profit. 41 would be the take profit on this one. So that would have hit right there if I'd have taken this entry, which I did not. So fast. $35.38. So we're only risking 3 here. Oh, actually, I didn't even see that. So I would have got filled there for a winner, guys, if I noticed that was just 3 handles. But oh well. Anyways, yeah, that would have filled me for the winner because we were only looking for 3 handles there from 38 to 41. It went right to 41. Swiped us out, though. It got us. How's it going, Kid Poker? Good morning. $83 in profit, guys. $83. 10 winners, 8 losers right now. 10 winners, 8 losers right now. We're making a few trades here. We're taking a few trades, just a few. So this one, we're right here at the pivot. I'm going to kind of use some discretion here. I don't think I'm going to take it if we're at the pivot. I don't think I'm going to take it if we're at the pivot there, guys. If you guys are just joining us, we are kind of testing out a new strategy here. It's not new overall. It's kind of this market structure strategy. I think Dave teaches FX, kind of teaches. And I'm not great at it, so if you're using this and you see me making dumb moves, then, cut me a little slack. The idea is you want to have a break of structure, right? So we're just looking for swings. The break of swings here is what we're looking for. So this would be a large stop on this one. I don't love it. So 28.42. You're at 1,000 on the eval. Nice. Nice job. Nice job. So this one's going to have a bit of a wide. I'm not going to take it. Guys, we might get tagged in over here on the 5 minute. It's getting kind of down there to where we need it to get to. Close. Well, I'll say close. It's still 30-something handles away. Still 30-something handles away there. I'm in the green too, Kid Poker. I'm, what am I? 900 on one account, 437 on another. We are down 600 on the 15-minute strategy. I don't really count that one towards me, though. And $83 right here. $83. Huge. Huge. We can retire. I mean, I know this is not one I'm going to take. I shouldn't even put the fib on there because I'm not even going to take it. Selling, selling, selling right now, guys. This thing is just selling. We'd have to have a pushback all the way up to the 20s. This would be what? 22-point stop? I don't know. Do we take that? What do you guys think? Do we take it? Do we take it? You gonna take it? Oh, 22 points. Let's see, from 620. Yeah, I guess we'd have to get back down to that whole number. I'm not going to take it, but actually, we might take it on the fibs. I'm not going to take it on the fib either. Not going to take it on the fib. Let's zoom in here, though. Let's kind of zoom in here, get a close look. Let's get a close look, a little close up. Chris Johnson says, take it. We might. I mean, if we do get the pushback up, I think it would make kind of sense. It is a bit of a riskier trade, though. As far as risk goes, $200, $240. Yeah, I do think it probably would keep dumping, but, you know. Where's that pivot at? 628. May not get to that, though, and it may just 30%, I think, would be your worst entry or whatever. Somewhere in there. Need a little deeper push back up. All right, Chris, if I take this and it doesn't work now, it's on you. You guys heard him. It's all on Chris. I'll put this here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and figure it out. So we got 22 handles. So we need 98, basically. 98.50 is, yeah, that's 22. Obviously, if it takes out the low before it tags us in, which looks like it's going to do, then that invalidates this trade. You could take it at the 30%. I mean, you can. I'd assume that's about where that kind of traded back up into right there. Let's change this thing to 30. I don't know why it shows me. I keep taking these off, and it shows them to me anyway. Yeah, that's right where it traded back up into, right? 30%. So you could have taken it right there. But a decent risk, or a lot of risk. More risk than I wanted to take. All right, that invalidates this trade now. But now we can measure this leg, right? And we can get shorter risk. Now we could get a shorter risk entry, though. We are right into the whole number. I don't know if that matters or not. I really don't. I don't know if that matters. So 05 to, yeah, so that's not bad. Well, I guess it ain't going to come back and get us. Oh, well. That would have been another 30% one would have, if you had taken that one. Pushed through the low already, so I don't know that. I think that invalidates the entry, right? We'll pop back up here. So risking 9. What do we need this to be at? We'll say 93. $93. We need the sellers to pop in here and get her going. Push this thing on down. Don't want to see the buyers. Could have got a much better entry here if I would have just put my order on the book. I don't know why I don't do that more often. It's 2 points lower than I should be. Two points lower than we should be there. Kind of watching the water here. If I do see buyers, I'm going to take this off. No, you're not supposed to, but I'm right here at the whole number, so. I don't really know the rules for it to be at the whole number. I have no idea. Yeah, we'll just do this. We'll just move the stop to break even. You're not supposed to move the stop in this strategy, but I'm also not sure about the whole number. Are we supposed to be trading into the whole number here or not? I don't really know. I mean, logic would say no, right? That's what logic would say, but what do I know? She's fighting. She's fighting. She wants the 90. She wants it. She wants the 90. Kid Poker just went short. All right, well, I want to push on down then for Kid Poker. Come on. Boom. We'll take it. Probably broke the rules there, but, you know, hey. We not perfect. We're not perfect. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. If you're not yet subscribed, you know what to do. Back up $270 now. There she goes. There probably is some merit to leaving a runner on also. I don't do that yet. We haven't gotten that high tech, but probably is some merit to doing that. Leaving a runner on for this strategy. Nice, up 1460. Can't complain. Can't complain. Can't complain. I think this one's probably going to be a bit too much risk. I think. Dumpy. Lock it down, Kid Poker. Up 1460. It's FOMC day. Lock it down. Throw it in the garbage. Don't take anything else. That's my advice. Do with it what you will. Halfway to passing, yeah. Or halfway to failing, depending upon how you look at it. All right, let's see here. 94, our stop. This is where I get confused. Does my stop go to this swing high or this swing high? I think it goes to this one because this is the leg that made the low. Right? And so, see, this thing more often than not comes back to that 30% line a lot more than the 50. Juker said, send it. Which way, Juker, though? Which way? Down? Elevator? We don't want to send it too far now. Remember, we're going to get tagged in on that long at 573 on the 5 minutes. Send it to 73 and then turn back up. Go for the highs. Push into the highs after that. Guys, trying to push into 1,000 subscribers so we can give away this $1 billion tumbler. One of a kind. The only one that exists in the world. It's the only one. Just one. That's it. It's literally a 1 of 1. All right, so let's check out our stats on this strategy here so far. 55% win, 45% losers. One of those losers doesn't count. I accidentally hit the button on accident in the wrong direction. I had to close it real quick. So really, I guess that should be 11 winners, 8 losers, which is, it's supposed to be running around 70%. I will say that one that I misclicked, and then there was another one where I didn't put my stop where it needed to be. I looked at it wrong. I don't know. I didn't put it where it was supposed to be. I got tagged out. It would have been a winner, but we got tagged out. So we got some consolidation going on here. So, yeah. But guys, we can't do the giveaway until we get to the 1,000 subscribers. So we got to get there. We're only at 415. Somebody's watching this not subscribed. I know there is. Now we're getting some consolidation here. I mean, you could take some entries here on these small little, small risk ones, but I'm not doing that. I don't want the high risk ones either, but so I guess on this one, if you were looking at it, you go from this swing high now. 50%'s 94, stops at the 06. That's not horrible. Juker's done for the day. Right here at the 90 drama. Let's see, is there any reason that we should be bouncing here? I could actually take the short over here on the Rinko as well. See if we can get the monies that we need to get that account funded. That's another Buley account, I think. Let's see if we get tagged in on that one over there. This thing's pushing up deeper than we expect it to. Tapping the 600 here. I could take this entry, but I'm not. Let's see here. What would be the risk on this one? 94 to 06, so 12. Bouncing off your EMA. Chop, Chris. Yeah, you're not lying. So 12 handles from 94 would be 82. So basically, you'd have to make a new low here, which is kind of what you would anticipate anyway. Chop, 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 chop. Choppity, choppity, choppity. Oh, I don't know how this thing keeps moving. Like I said, I could take the short here. I don't love the, I don't know. I mean, it's at my risk threshold, right at it. So I don't know if I love it. Mancini says, finally, the cool-off is on. 42.05 was long trigger this morning, and we got 47 to 50. Major resistance and dipped. Easy money made. If green, protect it and don't overtrade as we near FOMC. Same supports apply. 42.05 is the lowest bulls want to see on any FOMC dips. Now to keep 62 alive. There you go, guys. I told you guys I know how to read. I don't know why y'all question that. Does he even know how to read? Of course I know how to read. All right, selling off here. This probably will work since I'm not in it. I am considering leaving this on the Rinkos, though. There is a setup there on the Rinkos. Seems, well, actually, let me look. Because that's actually the, that's a second entry, but the first one we couldn't take anyway because it was at the whole number on the Rinkos. So I'm considering this short on the Ninzarinkos, kind of watching the WADA here. If the red's not coming through strong, then we're not going to participate there. We get back through the 90s strong here. The entry on the Ninzarinkos will be 87 and a quarter. Our take profit will probably be like 81. Just try to get what we need here. It would be like 81. You can see that short is kind of playing out now. Uh-oh. Nutty's taking the short over there. Nutty's taking the short. All right, let's see if we get tagged in here. Do we give any back or does it work out? The WAD is looking decent. WAD is looking decent. All right, we're short. Looking for 81 on the dot. Give us 81. Come on, come on. Give us 81. Watching the WADA here. The WADA starts looking cray-cray. We're going to get out. Give us the 81s. You can do it. No bouncing. Give us the 81s. Let's go. Come on. You want the 81s. Give me the 81s. Move my stop. We got stopped out. It'll go to the 81s now. It'll go to the 81s for sure. All right. We only need $710 now. So that's what we can go 22 ticks now. I'm actually kind of glad I moved my stop now. That little green popping in right there. That little green popping in right there. See, this is where I miss out on some of these trades, I think. Because when you zoom in here, I could have taken I could have taken this leg. This little push back up, could have taken the 50% on that and reduced my risk. Probably could have done that. Kid Poker 1800. Let's go. I mean, I thought you were putting that away. Kid Poker said, no way I'm not putting that away. I'm not putting that. No way, man. All right, got a little pushback up. Now the sellers are trying to come through here. Sellers are trying to come through. I guess if we do look at this, let's see here. I mean, I know we're on the, we're kind of on the 15-second chart here, but kind of a higher low there, right? Kind of looking, reversally here. Never made it on there. You did another trade. I see that. I see you did another trade. It's fine. As long as it works, I guess it's fine. But when it doesn't work, it'd be all right. Either way, up 210 over there on the Ninzarinkos now. We just need $700 more, $710. So really just 5 points. 5 points on that one to kind of get going. Oh, I do need to go ahead and take a trade. Am I on the right account? Let's see. I need to take a trade on the other Apex account that we got across the line there. Let's see. We need to do a micro, whatever. A micro. What's our balance on this one? All right, we got $57. We're okay. Sell. We got to flip the contracts here. This is what I'm talking about. Look, Kid Poker, how many Apex evals have I had? Look, 51. I haven't even been doing it that long on the Apex there. I have more than that on Topstep. Guarantee you that. Oh, now you're trapped? Oh, you're in a trade now? Oh, wow. Look, this thing actually did hit that target. Did it hit 82? No, not quite. 83. 83. So I guess we could be looking at this or an entry. Is that right? Did that make a new low there? It didn't make a new low, did it? Can I take this short? 90 to 98. Just kind of watch this. I don't know. You're short 124. You're up 124 or down 124 on that. See, I felt like I could take this one, but just trying to think about it. I didn't like that it didn't make a new low here. If it had made a new low, then I think I would have taken it. I think I would have taken it if it would have made a new low there. Small profit. Perfect. Now it's going to dump. Kid poker. Now it's going to dump. There she goes. You and me get out, it dumps. See, that's how it goes. We don't take the trade, it dumps. 1850. Perfect. 124 on your evals. I'm probably 51 on Apex. I don't know. I'm more than that on Topstep. And then Bulenox. How many we have on Buley? See, Topstep doesn't tell you. You have to go through and count them. I haven't counted them in a while. I'm not counting them in a while, so I don't know. A long time ago I did count them, but I don't remember what it was. Still got that. Let's see. It doesn't tell you on Bulenox either, does it? Does it? No, I guess maybe it does. I don't guess I have that many. I don't have that many, I guess, on Bulenox. Missing a little setup here. Missed a setup here, I guess. This will push back up to that push down would have been your next one. This is a short risk one. I may take this. Let's see. What is this? 85. We'll take it. This one, I'm not quite sure about this one, to be honest, on this risk to reward here. 6. Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure about this one as far as where my stop is. I think this might be one where I made a mistake. I think I may have had to come. I'm supposed to probably go from this. This is the leg that made the low. No, that one made a low. Push back up. So, no, I had it in the right spot. I think I have it in the right spot. I don't know. I could be wrong there. $11.50 to pass. I mean, I don't know. I may have to start taking that 30%. I'm trying to take the 50% to kind of reduce the risk. But I may have to start taking that 30% area. It seems like more often than not, it's going to that 30% area first and then going. I think. I don't know. I'm trying to see. Here's where I struggle, right? So does this count as a swing low? I don't know. Past eval, 3 evals past few days. Want one more and have 4 PAs. Go for it. I just don't know if today's the day to go for it, to be honest with you, Kid Poker. I mean, the price action so far has not been bad, and that could be because I'm on the 15-second chart. Ooh, guys, I just looked at the 5-minute. Our entry's at 73, and it literally traded back to 75. It didn't get us. Did not tag us in there. Kind of surprised. I thought it would tag us in. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. If you're not yet subscribed, then you know what to do. Press that subscribe button. Does anybody subscribe today at all? Nobody? There's got to be somebody watching that's not subscribed. Come on, subscribe and make a comment. Let us know you did. If you are interested in trading futures, we do got 90% off. Does help the channel. See, this is one I struggle with. Where do I put my stop, right? Where do I put my stop here? Do I put it there? I don't know. Is that where the stop goes? I'm not sure on these. This is the problem here, guys. I don't know. So it goes to this swing low here, or does it go down here? If it goes down here, we should be targeting much more profit. So I'm not sure. I think it just goes to this swing low. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. I think it's supposed to go down here, really. I could be wrong. This is where I struggle on this. I'm not sure. Maybe that's why the old win rate's not holding up at the 70% right now. I don't know. I think it does make sense for it to be down here. That's what I'm thinking, because this is the last swing low that made yeah. So this was just a pullback, I think. Juker will sub. Thank you, Juker. Stop unsubbing, Juker. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, my goodness. See, now it's popping. I didn't have my stop in the right spot. This is... Yeah. Juker does that. We get to an important level. We get to like 500, and we hit 500. I'm like, yeah, great, guys. We hit 500. And then Juker unsubs to give me $4.99 just to torture me. He does it every time. He does it every time. Yeah, I'm kind of annoyed there on that last trade. I'm going to circle that loss. I think that may be me putting my stop in the wrong spot. Now, to be fair, on that entry, I wouldn't have taken the entry there either if I was paying attention and thought about my stop needing to be here. I'm not going to be getting along there, obviously. Resistance hit. Pull back before going lower. You think? Could be. I mean, you have a higher low here. Oh, I'm missing one here. This should be the next setup, right? Because we made a higher high by a tick. Is that right? That made a higher high. I don't really know where this needs to go right now. Let's see, 84. This is 8 handles. So what is that? Is this more than 8? No, that's 8, isn't it? 6 plus 2 is 8. So am I doing the same thing again, though? That's my question. So this, I don't know, guys. I think I'm struggling here. Let's see. I'm trying to think about it. So this leg made a higher high. So that swing low is valid now. Yeah, because this made a higher high, but not by much, but it did make a higher high. Not looking bueno here. We could be botcha-galooting some, though. We could be doing some dumb stuff. I don't really know. ES trying to push here back up to the 35s. See if we can tap that 600s. We are right here. And also, this is another thing. I don't know. I need to watch. I don't know if I'm supposed to be taking trades kind of like, I don't normally take trades into the 90, into the whole number, that sort of thing. I don't know if I should be using those same kind of rules on this. Probably makes sense to use those, right? How long does it usually take Topstep to activate a express funded? Usually a day or two. I got my email yesterday, or wait. Was it yesterday or the day before? Let me look. When was my email? Yesterday. Congratulations. Blah, blah, blah. Are we going to get this push? I don't think I got the invoice yet to pay. I kind of want to take this off. All right, let's just leave it on. Who cares? Let's see. I don't know that I got the invoice from them yet. Maybe they sent me the email yesterday. I passed yesterday. Did they give me an invoice yet? Did they give us an invoice? So I don't see an invoice in my email yet. Says this accomplishment proves blah, blah, blah. Does it tell me anything else? Says 24 to 48 hours they'll contact me. Come on, don't tickle the 600. You got paid already? Oh, you passed the one free one that we got? There you go. Oh, come on. Go, go, go. Tap the 600s. You got a link inside the email? I don't know. I want to take this off, guys. I think we'll get a push into the sixes, though, right? Let's watch the WADA. Move this up a little bit, actually. Move this up and move my stop to, say, like 90, 600. How about that? Yeah, same thing. You passed on that free one we got, and 1 to 2 days. That's slow. Yeah, that's Topstep, though. You got them together, a link inside of the email. Oh, I just logged in to check their website. Oh, let me see. I didn't see a link in mine, or maybe I didn't go down low enough. The last great benefit, which I don't plan on trading mine until next week anyway. Activate my account. Aha. So they did send a link. Okay, so where did we have our stop on that one? We had it just below here, right? Yeah. There was our entry. So this is now is the next swing low. And we'll put that on as soon as we get activate my account. Let's go ahead and do this. $149? What? Which one of you guys want to pay this $149 for me? I appreciate it. I'm kidding. First name. We don't want everybody to know that. I don't know if you guys know my first name or not. Maybe you do. Anybody else got their debit card number memorized by heart? Or is that just me? Am I just strange? I'm a little weird when it comes to numbers, so we remember stuff that we probably shouldn't always remember. So if you ever ask me to do your taxes, And I'm going to remember your social. Pay. Yeah, I want to use mine next week. I don't want to start using it before then, so I'm not really, it doesn't bother me if it takes a day or two. Thanks for your verify your phone number. All right, so we just paid for ours. You just don't like the scaling plan. Absolute garbage without the mini, the micro conversion. Yeah, you're not wrong. You don't remember that kind of stuff? I probably shouldn't, but I do. All right, so let's look here. Let's throw this Fibonacci on. Obviously, this is too much risk for us. So if we did get a retracement before we breach this high, then we could take the entry. Oh, wow. Dumpity dumpity. So what would this be? What would the risk be? 96. The stop is down here at the 85. I guess that's not that bad, actually. All right, we're going to try it. I should have taken a better entry there, but we are risking all of our profits here. If this thing starts to pull back deeper, though, I'm just going to kill it. Really want to just see a quick pop out of there. Just watching the WADA here. Watching the WADA. See, I don't know if this pullback and then the failure to make a new high, does that, and then we break this low, does that make this bearish? Or do you have to break the low that made the high? I'm still running through this stuff. I may just take this off. All right, we're seeing some volume pop in here. Come on. I was going to take it off there for a small loser. I'm not liking it. I'm going to put that under a break-even category. I'm just going to put that I was unsure. Unsure on that one. Not sure. Those are the small things I got to kind of work on. Because I don't know. This is the swing. This is the leg that made the high. We pulled back. We did not breach the high, so this still should be valid for this pullback. Yeah, I think I was right. This wasn't a good entry. This is the swing. This is your new swing low. And then, yeah, that's right. Because so this is the first high. That's the second high. So it breached that high, pulled back, and then, yeah, this would have actually been a valid entry. I don't know. I'm not that good at this yet, guys. So if you're following it correctly, it's supposed to run at 70%. Currently, we are at 12 wins and 10 losers. So 2 of the losers I do have marked as my mistake. I think I put my stop in the wrong spot. So technically 12 wins, 8 losers. But and actually 12.7 because one of the losers was at news this morning, but I still counted it. This probably will be a winner. I just second guessed myself. As you sometimes do when you're doing something new, right? When you're doing something new, you can second guess yourself. It happens. Anybody hit that subscribe button yet? Let me look. Juker? Look at that thing go. Rocket ship, rocket ship. Why did we take, guys, why did y'all tell me to take that off? Boom, target. Man, that would have been a $200 winner. All right, let's notate that under that break even. Unsure, but would have worked. Would have paid. We just draw a money sign. Money, money, money. Oh, my goodness. That's what happens when you second guess yourself. So let's see. From the 50 level, 600. Stop would be at the 91. So I really need the 50 on this one. 604 you could take. All right. Well, that made a new high there, so that kind of kills that one. I don't know. What do you guys think about this scalping strategy here? It's, I'm making mistakes on it, but we're still in the green, right? I mean, we started the day off down 475. We're still up 168. And I think our high is maybe $350, $400. I don't even know, 470. I don't know. So we get a pullback here. Let's just kind of look. 601 stops at the 590. I mean, really, I gotta have the 50% level. Yeah, I kind of like it too, Predator. It's a lot of action, right? I mean, we're not really getting the results yet, but I'm also don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, right? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if we're supposed to be trading into the whole number, the 90. I think that would probably eliminate a couple of those losses there. Because look right here. If we go back and look, I shorted right here into the 87. So we shorted right there into the 87. We shorted into the 83. Those two losers. Which the 83 one, I don't think there's anything we could have did about that one. Actually, let's see. We didn't take this trade. I don't know why we didn't. No, that would have been shorting into the 90 also. So this is the thing. I can go back and look at some of this after the day's over and kind of get an idea. Oh, you don't understand it? It's just price. It's just market structure. That's all it is. So you're just looking for a breach of a swing high. So like, for example, down here, we're moving lower. This is our swing high right there. See that swing high? So instead, we breached that swing high. We now turn bullish. So now we're looking for a pullback, which I don't know why I took a short there. I think I was looking like zoomed in here. This was actually a bullish structure. I don't know why I did that. I took a short there. That was dumb. But anyways, you'd be looking for it. So then you'd put your fib on this leg right here, because this is the leg that breached the swing high. And you look for the 50% pullback, which it almost gave you exactly right there. And you look for a 1-to-1 risk to reward. I suck at explaining stuff, but that's best I can do. We suck at explaining stuff, but that's the best we can do. Kind of pushing back up here. That 5-minute strategy is kind of feels kind of bad, guys. I don't know if you guys are. Look at this. I don't know if you are watching it. I know some of you guys are. But look at that. Look at that. I mean, just pulled back to 75, and we're entering at 73. Look at that. Pain. That's probably going to be one we don't get tagged in on, too. Had to cough. All right, so this over here is pulling back. I'm not. Oh, wait, we got motion at my door. Let's take a look. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. So if you were looking for a long, you could, you would put your fib on here. That's too much risk for me, right? Look for that 30% pullback. I mean, you can see there, this thing almost every time, it's almost guaranteed to do the 30% pullback. My problem with 30% pullback is the risk, right? I mean, if we're taking the long at 610, stop's got to be at 590. That's 20 handles. So if we're doing a 1-to-1, we need 630. Not saying it can't get to 630, but it's quite a lot. You're about to blow it up. What? Kid poker, come on now. What are you talking about? You're just up $1,850. Are you short again? I don't know how you're doing that, kid poker. What are you doing over there, guy? Now, see, this is when I zoom in is when I get a little, like, confused on this. You're long? Maybe long's correct. I don't know. So if we're using the larger, so this actually would be there. So it's almost giving us the 50% pullback right there that we would be looking for. It's just quite a bit of risk there. Quite a bit of risk reversed on you. Well, if this holds, then you should be okay because we should get a pop here. This thing should move. I don't know if I want to take this. What's the risk again? 92. ES pulling back as well. Captain Obvious, 3-minute short setup forming. Is there? 3-minute short setup. Let me see. Where's my 3-minute chart? Yeah, I could see it. It's at a low-to-low trend line right now. Let's put our line on there. Make it obvious for us. Blown. It happens. I don't know. If it holds that low-to-low trend line, Captain Obvious, then I think this thing moves up. I almost want to take the long here. It's kind of pairing it with the WADA. I'm watching the 3-minute chart as well. So let's see, 620 and 36 1-hour levels. I can take it now and risk 10. It jumped on me, but we're going to take it right there. We'll risk 10. 10 for 10. Just give me the 10. We'll take the 10. Or we'll risk the 10. I actually need to move my stop down a little bit. Let's go there or here. Where's it go? This leg made the high, so it goes to the bottom. Yeah. Oh, you're leaving? Kid poker? All right, man. Have a good day. All right, let's see if this volume pops back in here and gets us back to the 614s. If the sellers start coming in, we'll probably just kill it, but we'll see what happens. No reason you can't pair it with the WADA, right? You can probably pair it with the WADA, give you some information. Although we did that earlier and we killed a trade that we should have been up $200 on. We are right there at the 20 SMA on the 3-minute chart as well. We're at that low-to-low trend line. I think we might hold that trend line there, at least temporarily. At least temporarily there. So what do we got here? 13. Let's see. Volume popping through here. Looking pretty decent so far. These are scalps, so just kind of watching the water here. Don't see any red yet. If we see a bunch of red come in there, we'll take it off. But no, I'm not breaking the rules. Not breaking the rules. We're doing our best to follow them. As far as I can tell, anyway. I don't know. Maybe we've broken a few. Chris, do you trade this strategy? Someone mentioned it to me one time before, and I don't remember who it was. I do not remember. I don't know who mentioned it to me. I can't remember. I don't know. Somebody. It was someone. ES back to the 33s here. Kind of a little push up there now, trying to pull back. We are trying to break through that low-to-low trend line right there on the 3-minute chart. Kind of need us to hold that area. ES did break through it. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Well, actually, my math is horrible, but 12, 13. So that should be what? 18? Just saw you do it like the action. I broke the rules? What? Nah. Or you just saw me doing the strategy here. There come the buyers. Let's go to the moon. Let's go. 618. Let's go. Got to wake you guys up. Get loud sometimes, you know. Not too loud, but just loud enough to wake you guys. No way. No sellers. Come on now. Pop. Let's go. We got to make it pop. Got to get above there. Got to get going. Well, it got me some excitement there for a moment. Now it's trying to It's trying to just kill the vibe. It's trying to put me back in the red. My math's horrible, isn't it? What is this? 604 to 591 is 13 handles, and I've got this at 14, don't I? Yeah. 17 is where it needs to be. 17 and a quarter. I think. Something along those lines. Pop it right through there. Come on. Let's go. Don't play with me today. Don't play with me today. Just get it right. I don't like that spike of red that we just saw in the water there. What's that? What is that? We got news? Somebody talking? What's going on here? What's going on here? Well, what in the world? What is the deal? Funny thing is, when we kind of approached this area here, I was thinking about taking it off. I was considering it. You say someone is talking? Is that what you're saying, Chris? Or do we have some news that I don't know about? Like we did this morning when I dug a $400 hole? This trade's putting me through some stuff. This thing is taking longer than it should. It's putting me through some things over here. Put me through some battles. How's it going, John Wakowiak? I can't say it. Wakowiak. Welcome to the channel. John, hit that subscribe button. Thanks. That was asking, not a demand. All right, I might move my stop here, guys. I don't want this thing to go back in the red on me, but it may not be necessary. Let's see here. WADA's looking okay. Give me the 17s and a quarter. All right, we're going to lock in 5 handles. Locking in 5. Not what we're supposed to do, but, you know, it's what we did. Locking in 5. It's going to hit the 17 and a quarter, I'm quite sure. The WADA didn't really tell me not to lock in the 5, but this thing's putting me through some stuff, and just, you know, my mental abilities wouldn't allow me to hold 17 and a quarter. It just wouldn't allow me to do it. It's going to, we know it's going to hit 17. I mean, we can make a pretty good guess that it's probably going to go above 20. How's it going to get there, though, is the question, right? How's it going to get there? If you guys are interested in trading futures, we do have 90% off the APEX Bulenox links down below. Coupon code down below. 60% off Topstep. See, look there. Look at this thing. It's putting me through some stuff. I guess it didn't hit the 17s quite. I don't know what's going on. This price action's crazy. Am I the only one seeing this? What is this? What is this price action? So I don't know when this kind of resets, right? I'm not quite sure. How do you, like, is it when we break this swing low that made the previous swing high? I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking, right? Look at these swings. I mean, this is crazy. It's insane. We appreciate the subscription. Whoever just subscribed, I don't know. It didn't tell me. So we appreciate it. I mean, we're holding this level, right? I mean, 600 level there, kind of holding strong. That's also that level on the 3-minute chart. Actually, we're kind of retesting that 605 on the 3-minute chart, that low to low level there. If it has lost it, this does kind of look like a short setup, but I'm not going to take a short, but that's kind of what it looks like on the 3-minute chart there. I can see somebody said that earlier. Who was that? Captain Obvious, yeah. He said, kind of looks like a short setup on the 3-minute chart. It does, but I don't know that I take it. It doesn't pair up with this strategy that we're using here. Chris said it's wild. I think it's wild. It shook me out of that trade, that's for sure. Almost hit our target, though. If I'd have left the target at 10, it would have hit it, but it's supposed to be at 13, so, you know. We still wouldn't be stopped out right now, but we'd just be going through heartache. We'd be going through some heartache. I don't want to be going through no heartache. We missed quite a few trades earlier, but let's see how we're doing on this strategy so far. Like I said, two of these trades really shouldn't count against us. One of them's a break-even trade that was counted as a loser, lost $15. So really 9 losers, realistically. 13 winners, 9 losers is where it should be. But so far, it's just kind of 50-50. I know I've made some mistakes. We've made some errors. So we're not perfect at it, right? We're just trying something different since it's FOMC day. FOMC day, you do something different, and yeah, see how it goes. See how it goes. I think Nutty took a lunch. Oh, yeah, he did say he was taking a lunch. Crazy price action. I don't know. I'm avoiding until we either make a new high here, we breach the swing high, or we breach the swing low. That's what I'm watching. Those are my interests. I don't want to do anything until that happens. And you see right there, so this would have been a loser, so I was, you know, if we're being results oriented, I was right to move the stop, right? So since we breached this swing low, then this would turn into kind of, we'd be looking for shorts. I don't know that I'm going to take one right now, though, because we're right into the 90. If you drop below the profit balances, do you fail? I'm confused. Achieve and maintain the target profit right away. Right, okay. All right. Has he stopped talking about Patrick Whelan? Yeah, I don't think I've heard him talk about Patrick Whelan in a while. Not in a good while. So he could have taken this short here. You know, you would have threw the fib on right. That's kind of the thing here. Like, would you throw it up here, or would you put the fib at this kind of little swing high here? I think that swing high would have been the fib to that swing low to push back up into the 50, almost. Don't know if it'll hit the target yet. So we'll kind of zoom in here a little bit. Yeah, I don't think he's talked about Patrick at all. Patrick's mentioned him a few times, though. I listen to Patrick's stream sometimes, just entertaining. But then once he starts yelling and screaming, I have to tune out. When he starts saying, "Who's doing it like I do? Who? It's so hard looking this good and being this great at trading." And all that stuff. I have to tune out. I can't do it. Kind of some choppy action here. I don't know. Just going to take a look at the 10-second. So I guess now this is where I struggle with this strategy just a little bit, because like trying to understand now where I would put my stop at, right? So this push back up and then that sell down. So I think this would be the next swing right there for the next move down. It's kind of where I struggle at a little bit. Let's see. So where are we at here? Does this make sense to take a short? The 50% line, 90. Stop has to go at 98. The 30% line. Stop should go here, I believe. So we're risking 7. Risking 7 for 7. All right, Juker, I'm the only one you watch. Nice. We appreciate your loyalty. John says, bonds been selling off, interest rates going up. Maybe reason for the sell-off. Yeah, it could be. Alpine. Yeah, I like Alpine too. I know he didn't stream every day, though. I do watch his videos a lot of times. Come on, give us the 84. Now, is my math right here? 6, 7. Yeah, that's right. All right. Give us the 84s. You know you wanna. You know you want to do it. I don't like the green volume right there on the WADA, though. The skid mark here, though, that is a short setup. This little retrace of the skid mark there, that's kind of where you want to. But your stop on the skid mark would be at 602, not at 98. And this is actually supposed to be one tick below, because anything above, if it makes a high, might lose here. This is one. I'm going to go back and look at these and see if this is where the stop's supposed to be. I mean, I think it's right. I don't think it's supposed to be up here at this one, but it might be. So that's a loser. Thumper. Institutions may be getting ready to come into the market to sell some of this off. Yeah, it could be. It didn't sell off right there, though. Did not sell off right there. Thanks for subscribing, Thumper. We appreciate it. See, this is where I kind of struggle here. I don't know if that's where I'm supposed to put my stop or not. Let's kind of take a deeper look. I mean, you're supposed to put your stop in whichever leg above. So this is the leg that made the previous low, right? So we had the push back up and then the push down. So yeah, that's where the stop's supposed to go. Now this would be a bullish look, right? So we broke that swing high there, pull back. You put your fib on. Stop down here at the 80s. Might burn me in both. That's the thing. Like, I do need to also mark that I shorted into the 90 there. So I'm unsure if I should be shorting into the 90s. I probably should use the same kind of rules that I use on my normal everyday trading, right? I probably should use the same rules there, which would mean that I should not take this long, because this long would be into the 100, into the whole number. Although I don't mind this setup, to be honest. I don't mind this setup, to be honest there. We don't. The push above, the pull back under for the push back above, that's kind of a setup that we look for pretty regularly. So no need to buy long on a red candle, right? So even though I'm looking for this to pull back some, I'm going to wait for me to get a green candle. I don't even know if I should buy long here, though. That's a pretty deep retracement. Uh, 82.50, so really 101.50 would be where it's at. 601.50. Thumper, you have some targets. 576, 551, 515 short, 601 would be your stop. Oh, you're short from 601. Well, I'm going to need it to go back to your entry, Thumper. We're going to need it to go. We needed to test your entry one time. And see, I could be misreading this. I don't even know if this counts as a swing. This is the leg that, hold on, let me think about this. So this leg did not make a new high. See, there's some stuff in here. Oh, you're with a few micros. That's fine. Nothing wrong with some micros. I don't know. I'm still unsure on this one, too. I don't know if I'm reading it right or not. I don't know. Because if I'm reading it wrong, this broke this swing low, and this would just be your short setup. I'm second guessing myself here on this entry. It's not as clear to me which way it's supposed to be. So for that reason, I may just take it off, considering taking it off, as I'm unsure. But you know what? It's an evaluation account anyway, right? So does it really matter? So let's let it play out, even if it stops us for a loss. Not really that big a deal. Not really that big a deal. We are just testing it after all. Looking like I probably am wrong. See, I don't know if these little highs count. I guess they probably do. Let's just take it off right there. Count it as a loser. Count it as a loser. So that would mean that we're at 13 winners and 6, 7, 8, 12 losers. Break even. Now look at it. See, I'm not sure. I'm trying to. Because with all this choppiness here, I don't know, like, to me, that's the swing low, or that was the swing low. It was breached. Pushed back up. Made a new low. Pushed back up. Made a new low. Breached this swing high. Like, does that even count? I don't know. Just trying to talk this out. Yeah, I think it was right. Obviously, now in hindsight, I think I was right to take that entry. 92 to 02 or 0150 would have been where we were looking for. Let's kind of put our little line there just to see if it would have hit. If you guys are new here, we are in the green. We are just testing out kind of a new strategy here. But we are in the green today on the other accounts. We're up 437 on one account, 900 on another. And I guess we are down 600 on the 15-minute strategy, 15-minute breakout opening range. We're up 210 on another Bulenox. And 5-minute strategy has not got us tagged in yet. We do this mechanical strategy every day, guys. This is it. So basically, we look for the first gap to form after 10 a.m. on the 5-minute chart. So you see the gap here. And we take a long with a 2 to 1 risk to reward there. So stop at the 29, take profits up at the 659. We are using this on a live cash account. Show you there. Logged me out for some reason. Current balance $2,814. We've been using this strategy on this for about 3 weeks. This is the third week. We started with $4,000, so we're currently down about $1,200 on this strategy. But in the first 5 or 6 weeks that we didn't use the cash account, we were up like $10,000 or $11,000. So got to take the good with the bad. It's unfortunate that the bad came when we started on the live account, but that's just how it goes. So we're just going to keep plugging away at it. You always use micro thumper, even on a 300K account, but now if price starts moving down in a linear fashion, you'll start attacking. That's Juker. He looks for the stair step up and the elevator down. That's what Juker looks for. The elevator down. We were looking for the elevator down earlier. We didn't get it. So back-to-back losses there kind of hurts. But looking back at this, I'm not quite sure why did I take a short there? Let's see, it did break. This is where I kind of struggle with this. I'm not sure. I don't know. Still confused on it a little bit. We'll have to do some more study tonight. So anyways, this would have been our target here on that long that we manually took off. Probably not something you're supposed to do. Now, if this thing's going to continue higher, then obviously we want to see it breach this swing high as well. Right there. So there we go. Target was hit on the long. So we stopped ourselves out for a loser, $135. And so that's a $335 swing there. Second time today I've done that. Earlier I stopped myself out for $15 loser and missed out on a $200 winner. Kind of start trusting the setups, right? The question, I'm just like, I don't know if it's just me not seeing it right or what. Something along those lines. On a 50K, going for $200, $300 a day, 150K, 700, and 300K, 1250-ish. Yeah, 200 a day on a 50K seems reasonable. I'm a little more aggressive. You just joined Thumper, so you probably don't know, but I'm a little bit more aggressive than, I'm assuming maybe you came over from Nutty. I'm a little more aggressive than Nutty when it comes to trading. So on the 50K, I'm typically going to take, right now I'm taking one mini, but there's oftentimes you'll see me take 2, 3, 7. Yeah, I said 7. I said 7. You heard me correctly. Try to adjust this camera a little bit. I don't know. I still haven't been able to do it. All right, let's not miss this setup here. Now I'm unsure if if it's supposed to go at this swing low or this swing low. I'm assuming this one down here. Actually, actually probably supposed to go down here. Yeah, your 601 was just tested for sure. Without me. It tested it without me. As price tends to do sometimes. I don't really think it's price, it's me. All right. I looked away. I was typing an email. This thing is pulling back now. Where are we at? 612. So Thumper said his stop. Where are you at? 625, you said? Yeah. See, this is one where I'm not sure where I'd put my stop, right? So even if we entered at 601, does the stop go down here at 590? I'm going to leave it at 92 for now. Let's try to keep it at 1-to-1 right now. If it starts to come back, I'll move it down to the 590, but and see, this will be my problem. I take the full losses. Like sometimes I'll take the full loss. And then, see, I think maybe this is supposed to be right here at 94. But I miss out on those winners, right? So there's a couple of winners I missed out on as we eat this loss. Should have left the other one on. Obviously, in hindsight, it's easy to say that. But all right, marker down, marker down. Now in the red again. Now we would be looking for a short setup because we breached the swing low there. So now we'd be in the same direction as you, Thumper. And we may actually just take the 30% on this one. Be a higher risk, but that's okay. Now again, that long was into the whole number again. I'm just going to mark that out. Keep this for my records. All right, we're going to take this short here. Stop's got to be at 612, so that's 18. 94, 84, 78, 76. Yeah, 76. So a bit bigger risk on this trade, but bigger reward, I guess. Is that right? My math right there, right? 6 plus 12 is 18. Yeah, good enough. Kirk, Am I trading failed pivots? No. What's a failed pivot? This is failed pivots. I don't know what that is. This is just market structure. So like in this case, we pushed up. So what am I looking at here? So anyways, I'm just trading the market structure. So like right here, we had a push up, a pullback, and then another push up. Same thing, push up. We made a higher high. I'm just trying to go back and look. So we had a swing low here. So we broke the swing low, and then we broke the high. And then, actually, I'm looking at this wrong, aren't I? So am I supposed to wait for the break of this swing low? I don't know. I'm still, yeah, it's price action. I'm just, I'm looking at a new strategy here, Kirk, and I'm not 100% on it yet. So sometimes, like, if I zoom out, I start second guessing myself. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave it where it is and trust that we know that we're doing it the correct way. 1-to-1 risk to reward. So basically what I'm looking at is we broke this swing low here, right? So I was looking for a 30 to 50% retracement, enter 1-to-1, stop at the top of the previous swing high, and we're going to target a 1-to-1. So that's what we're doing here. Which in this case would be 18 points, $360. Let's see if we can get it. Seller's looking good so far. Thumper's still short as well, I'm assuming. 76. So actually that's a good area hunt, Thumper. You said that's your that's one of your targets. 76. Let's go. I'm with you. Give it to us. Give it to us. So like I really want to move my stop here, but we're not going to. Not going to do it. Being aggressive. It was build a little more cushion. I would do mini contracts for sure. Prop accounts very difficult though. Yeah. Like I said over Nutty's channel, if hedge funds had a trade to prop accounts, at least 80% of them would be gone. Yeah, that's true. Come on, give us the 76. 3 points away. You know you want it. You know you want it. Just don't tickle it. Just take it. There you go. Mark that one down in the win column. Oh, wait. Oh, we're tagged in long on the 5 minute. I forgot all about the 5 minute over here. I'm over here in order filled. I'm like, wait a second. What is that? So on the 5 minute, we got tagged in long here, guys. So on the 5 minute strategy, if you're just now joining us, we take a long first gap on the 5 minute chart after 10 a.m. 2-to-1 risk to reward here. And we're taking it on a 150K eval as well as a cash account. So here's the one on the eval. Same setup. And this is the other one. And there's the cash account. 2 micros on the cash account. So remaining stop at break even. Nice. So we're getting a little pushback up here. Trying to see. Let me look at the Rincos here. What time is it? 12:42. This is the thing, man. Like, Oh, goodness. I don't really like this long that we're tagged in on the 5 minute. Not a fan. We do have a pivot down here at the 59s. I might take a short on the Nenzarinkos over here. I'm getting a setup there. Just kind of watching the WADA. So on the Rinkos, we take a short at 66. We'll be looking for 61. Oh, tagged in short here on the Rinkos. Looking for 59. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We got to get a little more on this one because we're trying to pass an eval here. So we're going to kind of watch the WADA here. Want to see some sellers pop in here. Where's that pivot at? Is that 59 exactly? I don't love that. Oh, come on. Where are the sellers? Pop us down. Just give me 59, then you can go. Might take this off on the Rinkos here if the sellers don't pop here in a moment. If the sellers don't pop in a moment, we're going to take it off. All right, I took it off. It'll probably sell, but didn't really notice. I mean, I just said the pivot's a 59, but so down $500 on that account now. So we'll just go back to our normal 20 ticks on that one. So we'll need two trades. 2 trades to get us there. Captain Obvious, you've started trading the scalping strategy too. Take some practice and see the setups. Did well with it yesterday afternoon on the 1 minute. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm just not comfortable with it yet. Still trying to figure it out. Still trying to figure it out a little bit. Getting a little pop right there. ES bounced right off the VWAP. I just realized I don't even have the Nasdaq chart up to know where the VWAP is. Let's see. Oh, shocking. 56. So we are long over here on these 2 strategies, these two charts, but I don't love it. So you're using it on the 1 minute. Are you getting is it wider when it comes to the stops on the 1 minute than the 15-second? I'm trying to keep them under 10 handles if I can. I don't know if the stops on the 1 minute are wider or not. Should probably bring up another chart so I can see it. Let's do that. I'm going to bring up the 1 minute over here. Off stream, we'll bring up the 1 minute chart. I normally have it up, but I got both 5 minutes occupying it right now. Heavy liquidity 14,440. Man, that's a ways down. Yeah, that was actually a decent little setup for a short there on the 1 minute, looking at that. ES below the VWAP now. See if the sellers come in here, push this thing down. Can they do it? No, there's the buyers. Yes, back above the VWAP there. Nasdaq kind of holding at the VWAP. You just look left and use PA for your stop and take profit. You don't stick to a specific number of handles. Got you. Well, so like here on this 1 minute or on this 15 second that I'm looking at, right? So we kind of had that push back up right there. So to me, that's where your stop should be, right? So if you ran the fib down to the low, it's kind of at that 50% point right there. So 80 to 96. Are you just targeting the lows, or are you taking a 1-to-1 exact? And see, we pushed back up here, but we didn't take out the low, right? We didn't take the low there. So I don't know. Both ES and Nasdaq holding the VWAP there. Or, because I'm on the 15-second chart here, so I don't know if these. So on the 1 minute chart, your swing high is at 87. Target the lows. Got you. So your swing high on the 1 minute's at 87. See, I don't know if you consider that a swing high. So let's look at the 1 minute right quick. So do you consider this a swing high, or is this? This is the leg that broke the low. Well, this leg broke this low. We pushed back up, and then we broke this low. So I guess your stop would have to go there, right, since that's the leg that broke the low. So your stop would be at 612, right? It's making higher lows on my chart. Yeah. You have 1 minute set on trade of 8, but you lose your trades on Rinko set to a bar height of 4.5 on. Gotcha. 4.5 second data feed on TradingView. On the 15 seconds, you might want to target the 570s. Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know if I should zoom in and look at this small action and take trades in there as well, or if we should just be looking at kind of, Yeah, I see the higher lows there, Kirk. I mean, that's the thing. That's kind of the, you can always mark that stuff out. But I don't know that the higher lows really matter on this strategy. I'm not sure. That's kind of one of the things I'm trying to. I mean, I guess this does kind of look like that same bullish. So, I mean, if you really zoom in here, you got a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. If you really zoom in. That's where I struggle with it. I don't know. Some of the things I got to work on, I guess. Just do a little more studying and figure it out. So this kind of is what you're looking for, but I don't know if if you're supposed to be zoomed in this much. It's already a 15-second chart. I'm not sure how much you can be zoomed in, right? I mean, I think this is probably right. So like, for example, here, you would just take a long, put your stop here. 1-to-1 risk to reward. So we got like, I don't know what the risk to reward is here. So this would be like 78, 84, 6. So 90. One tick. Trying to one tick me there. All right, so I don't know. I'm thinking maybe the zoomed in approach is that's price action. Yeah, I know. I know that's what we're trying to look at here, but like I'm trying to, like I am also on something new, so it's hard for me to, sometimes it's hard to recognize that. You would just take it over and over and over, right? Even on this zoomed in approach. Probably does make more sense. This would be reducing your risk on the zoomed in approach, right? So if I want to keep it below 10, this is probably the way to do it. Just be super zoomed in and go from there. So you buy here, your stop is there. 84 to 78, 6. Back to 90. Actually, that's see if this thing pushes back through the 90 there. Back through the 90 once again. Let's go. Got 5 minutes till 1 o'clock. I think the FOMC's at 2, right? Let me look. Pretty sure it is. Pretty sure it's at 2. Let's get one more quick push back through the 90 there.